Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, my colleagues, judges, distinguished jurists, and delegates from across the world, representatives from our development partners and international organizations. May I also recognize the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and all the members of the judiciary who worked very, very tirelessly, led by the Honorable Justice Renaura, the President of the Association. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. On behalf of the Judiciary of Kenya, I warmly welcome all our distinguished delegates to Nairobi. I join Justice Renaura to thank Your Excellency for honoring our invitation to join us this morning despite your very busy schedule as the head of state. In fact, last night I watched the news and saw you in Marsabit, and I was holding my heart with my hands, wondering how you will travel over 700 kilometers to be here this morning. You must be a miracle worker. And for this, we are absolutely grateful. Let me also say the Judiciary of Kenya is honored to co-host this distinguished gathering of judges, jurists from across the globe. We in Kenya are proud to be a member of this vital international community, and we are delighted to provide a platform for the critical discussions that will unfold over the coming days. I hope and invite our distinguished delegates to take this opportunity to extend your stay and sample what our Kenyan hospitality beholds. Beyond this conference, we invite you to visit our tantalizing tourist sites. This 14th World Conference reaffirms our shared determination to confront one of the most urgent humanitarian and legal challenges of our time. With over 120 million people displaced and migration systems worldwide under strain, the role of the judiciaries in upholding fairness, legality, and human rights has never been more critical. But more critical also is the realization that none of us is safe. We are all likely to be these numbers, 120 million people. The theme of this 14th IALMJ World Conference, protecting the integrity of the refugee and migration systems, underscores a central truth: the safety and dignity of millions who rely on refugee and migration systems, and hope that they will be fair, credible, transparent, and humane. And that is why we are convening here in Nairobi to revisit those challenges that are faced by people seeking refugee protection. The integrity of the refugee and migration systems is also the bedrock upon which the safety, dignity, and rights of millions of people depend. It is about ensuring that our laws and policies are fair, just, and applied consistently. It is also about creating pathways for safe and regular migration while combating the scourges of trafficking and smuggling in persons. It is about upholding the fundamental principle of non-refoulement and ensuring every individual has access to a fair and efficient asylum procedure. Your Excellency, dear colleagues, the theme speaks to a core concern that our asylum and immigration processes must be fair and well managed. And for us, integrity means systems that function as intended to protect those genuinely in need and are not undermined by abuse or politicization. It means systems are in place which can be trusted by the public, that refugees and migrants can approach with confidence, and that those systems are resilient and cannot be manipulated. Fair procedures are the foundation of such integrity. Every asylum claim must receive the impartial hearing with due process, the right to appeal, and access to information and counsel. When people are treated with dignity at our borders, and interviews, either at the border or in the courtrooms, are done properly, this engenders confidence in the system, which is strengthened even when the outcomes are not favorable. Beyond fairness, we must uphold credible and robust systems which require up-to-date laws being aligned with international standards, well-trained personnel, adequate resources, and consistent decision-making. This morning, we were taken through the challenges the 1951 refugee law has encountered and continues to encounter. Therefore, weak systems that are full of loopholes and backlog of cases, or that are inconsistent, give outcomes that make the public lose trust. So we have an obligation as judges to work towards closing those legal gaps, upholding the independence of adjudicators, and ensuring objective decision-making, which is essential in preserving credibility. To protect integrity, we also must address questions of the evidence and the credibility of that evidence. Integrity likewise requires transparency and accountability. And this is so given transparency and accountability reinforces public trust. Governments must correct and share accurate data, must also welcome oversight and communicate clearly about challenges such as camp congestion, pressure on the host communities, or delays in processing. Clear fact-based communication is the strongest defense against what we have called misinformation and xenophobia. Here at home in Kenya, our progressive judicial decisions on citizenship, statelessness, and family unity of refugees exemplify how, even when systems are strained, the rule of law must prevail and the judiciary must remain steadfast for ensuring there is justice, humanity, and accountability. It is these judicial decisions that have given credibility to a protective regime and has offered hope to those who otherwise would have nowhere to go. Such jurisprudence demonstrates that the independence and principled judiciary is indispensable to the refugee protection regime. Courts ensure due process, uphold non-refoulement, scrutinize administrative action, and safeguard the rights of the vulnerable. Your Excellency, brother and sister judges and colleagues, ultimately, integrity in refugee and migration system is a global responsibility. No nation can manage on its own forced displacement. Trafficking or irregular migration is also another problem that cannot be tackled by any nation or any institution alone. Therefore, we continue to need each other, regional and international cooperation. We continue to need judicial dialogue and shared standards, which are absolutely essential. Networks as IARMJ strengthen our corrective capacity through jurisprudential exchange and peer support. As judges, we are the custodians of justice and human rights by ensuring that laws are applied fairly, by dismantling discrimination and by protecting the vulnerable. We will be upholding the very foundations of our stable, humane, and democratic societies. Therefore, judges, you need to remain vigilant, you need to remain courageous, and give the millions of people seeking safety and better future hope. As we begin this conference, let us renew our commitment to justice, compassion, and the principled decision-making. Let us learn from each other and strengthen our systems for the good of all who depend on us. And with those remarks, it is my honor, absolute great honor, to invite you, Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, to deliver our keynote address and your official address to this congregation. Thank you once again for honoring our invitation. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. When I say jambo, you respond jambo. 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 Good. That is Kiswahili, and it can help you, when